foremost, let's talk a little bit about the budget, and sort of the key element in the budget is one of the key elements, anyways, the addition of fire and police officers to the forces. We got a question here I want to bring in from one of our viewers here. It's a little difficult to understand, but I think we can get the gist. Why did he not mention that his 150 new fire jobs included a class of 50 already scheduled to start prior to his new budget, and that more than 300 will be retiring next year without being replaced? That from Rob Tackett. How do you work those numbers?
Well, Rob, here's how it works. I have one budget, and I announced as a pre-announcement to the budget the 50 firefighters that we were going to hire in this budget. And we're in such desperate need of new firefighters and new police officers that before my budget came out, I announced that in that same budget we're going to have additional firefighters in advance. And then when the budget came out, when I announced the budget, I announced an additional set of police and fire. So in total, we'll have about approximately 300 new firefighters and police officers throughout the course of next year in the same budget.
And that takes care of the state-mandated drain from retirements, pretty much.
Yeah, what will happen is that we'll have approximately the same number of police and firefighters that we ended up with this year at the end of next year. And the DROP program requires police and fire to retire at a certain point, and we'll have a lot of retirements next year. And this will take care of that problem.
You think that's enough? You're not really adding officers to the streets, not really adding firefighters in terms of numbers. So is that the best we can expect in these economic times? Is just to sort of hold the line on the drain?
Well, what we're trying to do is to maintain our safety forces. And in these tough economic times, we're the only city in the state of Ohio that's hiring police and fire. Most cities are laying them off. So to maintain our police and fire at current levels is a goal that we're trying to achieve, and that's what we promised in 2009 as well. So we're trying to maintain our firefighters and police officers at the current level, and in future years, we'll increase it as we deem appropriate.
And you spend 70% of the city budget on public safety?
I do.